Hey y'all, welcome in. If you are new or just passing through to my channel, welcome. My name is Tam. I'm also known as the Enlightened Auntie. If you're returning, welcome back, squad. I'm here today to do another general collective reading. We're not sign specific here. We're also gender fluid. I may say you and I'm talking to them. May say them, I'm talking to you. Put yourself in the story wherever you seem to fit. Remember that time and energy are fluid. So I could be talking about the recent past, the present, or the future. Take only the parts that resonate. Leave everything else behind. If you would like to book a personal more aligned with your own story, all of my information is below in the description box, and I invite you to join me for a session. Now, I do want to mention, I got a little bit of housekeeping here. I do want to mention, shout out to my mod, one of my moderators, Amanda Lewis. She has this amazing deck here called Energies of Affliction. Wait, I gotta show you because I didn't show in the last video, but like the imagery is like popping. Like I didn't get to use it in the last reading because didn't really call for it, but hopefully it pops up. I just know how divine timing works, so hopefully the opportunity arises while I'm doing this reading. Also wanted to note, for folks who drop in on my channel who aren't necessarily like regular viewers or people who aren't subscribed to my channel, who don't normally engage and then hop into the comments of one of the videos and begins to spam my comments insisting that I help you and that you need my help and you need my help, book a reading. That's not how energy exchange works, and I have boatloads of free content. And if intuitively on your own you don't know who the players are in your own story, I cannot pull a name out of my behind. That's not how this works, okay? I'm an energy worker. So when you hear me talking during the readings and I tell you, it feels like, yes, I'm reading the tarot, I'm telling you the story, but I'm giving you the context of the energy that it also comes with. I don't do names. I might give you some dates, but I don't do names, okay? And I've been stalling folks out. I normally like start deleting people, and if I get comments that are like really, really crazy, child, I will block. I ain't got no problem blocking you. Because you're not gonna disturb my peace. That's what you're not gonna do. And if you don't like that answer, I'm sorry. There are plenty of other readers on YouTube that may be of assistance to you. Maybe I'm not the one, because I don't like people trying to bully me into helping. That's not how this works either. Maybe I don't know you like that. So, no, sorry, can't help you. You want to know some information? Book a reading. Instead of expecting a reader who's already giving you free information, expecting us to give you more information than what we're already giving you is nuts. All right? Just saying. You ain't offered a tip or nothing. You just demand that I help you. Yeah. I'm about helping you help yourself. So there's that. All right, y'all. Let's get into it. I'm not going to do an oracle pull. We're just going to jump straight in. I'm going to use my double deck. It's really funny. The other day I came downstairs and my son was like, I need one of your tarot decks. And I was like, okay, what do you need it for? And he said, I just need to pull a card, and I'm looking for one. I'm looking for something specific. And I was like, okay, what are you looking for? And he was like, I need to pull the star card. I have no idea what he needed it for. I didn't ask no questions. And I was like, okay. So in my double deck, I have the major arcana separated from the minor. So I handed him the stack of cards. I shuffled them. I handed him the card. I handed him the deck, just like handed him the deck. He fanned it out just like this, and he pulled a card. It was the star card. He was so geeked. He was running around the house screaming and hollering. Have no idea what he needed it for, but it gave him whatever it was that he needed, and he was happy in that moment. So let's hear it for intuition. It was kind of crazy though, because my kids very rarely, if ever, ask for anything tarot related to be incorporated into their life. So the fact that he specifically came to me and was like, I need your tarot deck. I need a deck. I was like, and at first I was like, do you want me to pull it or do you want it? I was like, you know what? Here, take the deck. You pull it. Baby, he pulled that star card. Next thing I know, he's running all over the family room, screaming and hollering. It was kind of an exciting moment. All right, y'all, let's jump in and see what Spirit wants to talk about now. It's been a really interesting day. I think I'm going to stay off of social media for the rest of the day. It's some really nasty energy there. Nasty, nasty energy. Nasty energy. And I got to stay off of threads. The other day, I commented on an Astro post, and this chick responded to me and, like, called me old as if it was some kind of diss. I was like, girl, first of all, old ain't the dish you think it is. You should be so lucky to be this old. I have lots of friends who didn't make it this far. So, calling me old, that ain't it. People are just evil, I swear. But we don't engage with the demons. I just restricted her. She talked a gang of shit, and I said what I had to say, and then I restricted her, and I was like, ha, respond to that, bitch. You can't. All right. I actually like this. Okay. All right. So initially when I turned the cards over, I heard someone's trying to make a dollar out of 15 cents. So maybe we have somebody here who's struggling financially. I also feel like this person, it's kind of weird because they may be struggling financially. They don't want to be struggling financially. They may be hiding the fact that they're struggling financially, but they also aren't doing anything about it. They're not doing anything about it. Kind of weird when it kind of appears like your life is a little bit upside down. This is interesting energy. Okay. I'm like, I see something else, but let me grab another line so that I can see if it is what I think it is. Oh, they're not doing anything about it because it almost feels like they have some expectation of somebody coming in to save them. Now I know. Okay, listen to this. You got somebody out here who, I have now. This could be two different people, or it could be the same person. I have a masculine energy and a feminine energy out here. The feminine energy out here first. Okay, so it could be a woman operating in masculine energy. Vice versa, switch the gender roles, whatever. Okay. But I have somebody here who is like robbing Peter to pay Paul, literally trying to make a dollar out of 15 cents. I kind of feel like there's an expectation of somebody I feel like they're waiting on you, collective. I think they're waiting. I don't know, that's the energy that I'm getting. They're waiting on someone to come and rescue them or someone to come and help them out. They're waiting on something, some type of financial gain of some sort that would allow, whatever the gain is, whatever the help or assistance is. I want to say this feels like maybe there's an expectation of you being that person. I also kind of think this looks like someone who is starting to realize that help may not be coming. I also have the energy here of somebody. There may be the reality. Somebody who's facing also the reality of they may not be like their finances are kind of, upside down. This person may also be experiencing some health issues that they've been trying to hide or keep quiet. But I also get the energy here of somebody, they're not doing, like they're going through some financial shit. They're not doing anything about it because they have an expectation that somebody's going to come in and help them. Yeah, I don't see that happening. The last card out was Six of Wands in reverse. I don't see that happening. Oh, this crazy. This is the energy of somebody. Okay, remember when I said they're trying to make it turn a dollar into 15 cents. They are aware that they have a financial need of some kind. They have an expectation that you would come in and help them or whatever. It's kind of weird. And I say it's weird because whoever this person is, it's somebody that, oh, okay. I'm thinking back to a reading that I did last week, maybe 2 weeks ago. So this feels like definitely somebody outside of your, like, so collective, if you are in a relationship, and this is, and usually when I see this, you could literally just, you could be a single person totally in harmony with yourself. You know what I'm saying? But if you are in a relationship, this energy feels like you have somebody. We'll talk about the first line. First line, we got somebody juggling, right? The second line, there's an expectation that you would like maybe come in, save the day, maybe offer some generosity. I don't see you doing that. This person is also pissed off if you are in a relationship, because this is the energy, well, we've talked about it, like somebody projecting energy over a partnership in order to either cause conflict, break the relationship up or whatever, because it's meant to like force you back into connection with whoever this person is, right? We're definitely using the energies of affliction deck today. I feel like if this is you, say this is you and your partner, you're not taking any action towards this person at all because their problems are not your problems. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you're moving away from anything that feels like conflict and drama. I do feel like everything that you get with this person is nothing but conflict and drama. So them waiting for you, it's almost like they're waiting in vain. They're literally waiting for you to come around and save them. They're not worried. That's partially why they're not really worried about the circumstance, which is kind of weird. Like if you know that your finances are like upside down, right? If you know that your finances are upside down, the reasonable thing to do is to get yourself up from under that situation. But this person isn't doing anything. There's a little bit of a they're robbing Peter to pay Paul, maybe skipping out on certain bills, paying these bills, but not paying these bills and hoping for the best. You may already know. You may have some sense of clarity or intuitively, you may know that somebody might, they're down bad. You may already know about it. But if this person had been trying to project some funky energies over you, you're not under that. You're not experiencing the kind of energy that they may be trying to project onto you, or the energy that they may have had an expectation of seeing it play out some kind of way, because they are watching you and they're trying to see if the energy that they're throwing at you, if it's even penetrating you or affecting you or anything. But what they see is it's not happening. It's literally not going down the way. They're very unhappy because they're unsuccessful in their, whatever they're trying to do. Yeah, they wanted you and your partner to be in conflict. It almost feels like I love this. They wanted you and your partner to be in conflict. But I think I said this a couple readings ago. I'm like, even if you and your partner do find yourselves in a space of conflict every now and then, it's not enough to like blow up your relationship. Yes, conflict is natural. Disagreements is normal. but it's not going to keep y'all from like loving each other. Like Two of Cups to Two of Cups. It's not affecting your even Two of Cups to the Five of Wands and the Two of Cups. You still, even though you may experience, you know, conflict every now and then, it's not enough to like tear y'all up. It's not enough to make you throw in the towel and be like, I don't want to do this anymore, you know? And whoever this is, it's kind of like watching you, they're pissed off about it. Oh, look at that. I love this for you. I love this for you. Oh, I love this energy. This feels so good. And the other thing, the reason why this person is pissed off is because, number one, they can't seem to affect your relationship or create any kind of rift between you. The person that you're connected to, definitely a soulmate. They've been trying to break, whoever this is, if this is like, I don't know who this is, because like I said, I have a distorted feminine and a distorted masculine energy. Could be the same person, could be two people, I don't know. But the energy that's being projected towards you guys, towards your union or your relationship, it's literally been meant to break you up due to conflict, like, conflict that you can't resolve. This energy over here almost feels as though it's like to make one or both of you lose attraction for each other. This is so loaded. I see a bunch of different things. So I see the energy here of somebody trying to like son's playing video games to create conflict between two people, for somebody or one or both of you to lose attraction for each other. And then by you lose, it's funny because it's like, if you lose attraction for your partner, then the next level would be like, I'm not attracted to my partner, so I'm going to go off and cheat, because I can kind of see that as well. But that's not happening either. Like, y'all genuinely have, like, if I'm talking about, people who are partnered, there's genuine love here. Literally genuine love, unconditional love between the both of you. You're very attracted to each other. You know who your person is. You're very clear about it. You're very clear. You're very clear that you also don't want to deal with this person because of the drama that comes with dealing with them. You're going into a new cycle and this person's vexed. I love the fact that there's so much clarity around what it is that you're doing and the choices that you're making. You're making very, very strategic moves. Your union is protected. I've been saying this. Your union is protected. Everything that they've been throwing at you, your union is protected. So it doesn't matter how many attempts they try. Yeah. They've been trying. Okay, so listen. So this very well could be a mother energy. Very well could be a mother energy. I also get the impression too, I am going to use this deck because I do believe that this woman has been performing some kind of moon magic over you, over your union. Look, to break up your relationship, Lovers in the reverse to the Death card. Okay? And I think they're pissed because they can see clearly that whatever they're doing is not working. Justice in the upright. Baby, judgment has been called. Judgment's been called for whatever this is that they've been doing. I'm telling you, whatever tower they wanted for you, baby, that tower's, pendulum swings both ways. The pendulum swings both ways. So they wanted to blow up your relationship, and what they did was they blew up the relationship between you and whoever this person is. Like if this is your mother, sister, aunt, whatever, She didn't blow up the relationship between you and your partner. She blew up the relationship between you and them. And by you making a really clear choice to not engage, yeah. And the crazy part about it is you've already really, like, I think you're very well aware that the person that you were dealing with was toxic. You already released it. You are no longer bound to that energy. Yes, you're no longer bound to the energy. This person has been steadily doing moon magic. Now, I want to say this because I see a couple of things here. I said the tower, the pendulum swings both ways. I got the tower in the reverse, the tower in the upright, and judgment in the reverse. So, since the pendulum swings both ways, I do feel like the energy that I'm seeing here, I have somebody here, and I can see even before I pull these cards, this person's been doing moon magic. Somebody here has been doing moon magic. They've been doing moon magic, number one, to cause a breakup or breakdown in your relationships. They've been doing moon magic to also cause you to be in conflict, not just with your partner, but also other people. So that way you be, isolated, alone, or whatever. They also were doing moon magic. I want to say I'm getting an element here of like beauty magic, or like glamour magic, like making, I don't know, like I think this, because this kind of feels like performing magic or something to make people see them in a certain light or to see them in a certain way. I feel like that's like a kind of a glamour thing. But I feel like whatever they're doing, it's maybe you're doing return to senders or something, but the pendulum swinging the other way and you're not being affected by it. The sun. This is illumination. So whatever they've been hiding or whatever they've been trying to hide, that is being illuminated. And what's being, oh, damn. Yep. She been doing moon magic. And it's been unsuccessful. Judgment in the reverse twice. And now, and they've been, oh, yes. Okay, yes. So this person, oh my God. Okay, so let's talk about it. So this person has been performing moon magic, whether they did it themselves or they paid a practitioner. This doesn't really give me the energy of somebody being paid to do it. This feels a lot more like whoever this is tried to do it themselves. I don't think they knew what they were doing, because if they truly knew what they were doing, then it wouldn't be having this effect. They're not real good at it. They're not real good at it at all. They've been trying to knock you off your square. They've been trying to block your work progress or whatever it is that you're doing. They've been trying to break up your relationships. They're trying to cause conflict with you and other people. They've been doing beauty magic because they're trying to make you look all crazy and old and, fuck up your skin and all that stuff. It's not working. And whatever they're doing, again, because the pendulum swings both ways, it's going back on them. So they may be at odds with the people that they were dealing with. They may be going through some, facial things. Their health may be called into question, because I do see some illness out here on the board. And if they were in a relationship, or like I said, I just see breakdowns of relationships. It's not happening to you, though. It's not happening to you. Yeah, and whoever this person is, they've been a shapeshifter. They can no longer shapeshift. Okay, now we have the loss of a gift. Now I'm not even using my Kipper. But there's a loss of a gift here. Paired with the moon. So there could be something here that's being hidden by a shapeshifter. Wow. Death clarified by permanence. So they were trying to do something to bring about a permanent ending. So they may have even been doing like death spells and shit like that. Yeah, so they're watching justice play out, but they also excuse me, the thing that they also see is you're not afraid of them. You're not afraid of them, nor are you afraid of anything that you believe that they may be doing. You're not even tripping off of that. Listen, death. They've been trying to end your relationship. They've been trying to end your relationship. Whoever this person is, if you've been at a distance from them, they're exactly where they were when you left them. They're upset, I feel like, because you've been able to... I kind of feel like this person didn't... I don't think they ever believed that you would like walk away or that you would cut them off. And this person, like, I feel like maybe Spirit's been guiding this, trying to guide this person, but they've been like largely like, okay, because I talk about it like, you know, God makes the call to everybody. Not everybody answers. And I feel like God has been trying to guide this person, but they've been resisting the call. They haven't picked up. They're resisting the call. Yeah, they literally, I don't know. It's like you're healed, you're wide awake, you know, and it's crazy because once you wake up, you can't go back to sleep. You can't go back to seeing things the way that they were before. This person hasn't evolved and they're resisting it. In a minute, they're not going to really have much of a choice. Highly emotional. Again, also could be trying to hide that as well. Because, like I said, none of this is going the way that they thought it was going. They don't have any... This is crazy. This is somebody here who also pretends to have, like, this higher knowledge. Like, even though this card is the sun, the imagery is the same as the Hierophant. It's the same person. So it kind of feels like they portray themselves as being somebody who's like all knowing and they're, you know, connected to source and the divine. But what people are seeing is they don't truly have the gift. They do not have this secret hidden knowledge. They are not the person that they pretend to be, and very well could be at the end of their life cycle. I also get the impression that if this person is, it's almost like, because this line right here looks like somebody trying to resist death. Crazy, because permanence is over the death card. Like this, I'm also seeing it kind of in a way like this person, if they're having health issues or whatever, it's kind of, I'm getting this like, you know, like energy vampire, like they're siphoning off the energy of healthy beings, healthy bodies in order to live longer. That's crazy because I've never gotten that energy before, but I'm getting it right now. And they're at the end of a life cycle here. And the very last card out is the message in the reverse and balance in the reverse. So somebody is ungrounded. They don't want people to see it. Yeah, with the sun. Oh, look, with the sun and obfuscate and the moon all in order. They're trying to hide something about a home that they didn't work for. They don't want to release it. Okay. All right. Let's use the energies of affliction deck. And since we know that they're over there playing in the juju with the moon, let's see specifically what they're doing. Have little hands. These cards are really big. All right. We have binding rituals, practices designed to trap or bind a person's energy, preventing them from moving forward or achieving their potential. I totally see that. Hexes of misfortune, rituals aimed at causing bad luck, financial instability, or ongoing failure in someone's life. I said the pendulum swings in both directions. Curses of infidelity, rituals meant to create doubts, fears, or cheating in romantic relationships, leading to betrayal and heartbreak. False prophecies, messages or guidance that mislead or misdirect, causing confusion and derailment from one's true path. Hey, I said all of that without even having these cards out. trapping rituals, magical practices that create energy traps, locking a person into a negative cycle of behavior, thought, or emotion. Nasty work. Nasty work. So they've been hitting you in all these different areas. And I said the pendulum swing both ways. So guess who's getting all of that? Coven, a group of witches or warlocks that come together to perform rituals, cast spells, and harness collective magical energy, often guided by a leader or an elder and united in their practice of craft. Energetic attachments, the unconscious or conscious connection to negative energies that people that drain personal power. So this person has definitely, they either have an energetic attachment or they've been trying to be an energetic attachment to you because they're trying to prolong their life or prolong the situation that they're in. But you're divinely protected. Amanda, I love these cards. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love these cards. Energetic sacrifices, practices that require one to give up a part of their energy, vitality, or power to an entity, leaving them drained or weakened. And I'm going to get one more. Elemental hexing, rituals using power of the elemental forces, earth, fire, air, or water, to create harmful imbalances or manipulations over a person's life. Listen. Bottom of the deck, dark reflection, the process of projecting one's fears and insecurities or shadows onto others or external circumstances. Child, this is exactly everything. I could have just pulled these cards because everything that I just pulled right here is everything that I said with the tarot and the other clarifying oracles. This is a great deck, Amanda. Thank you. Thank y'all. All right. Lucky, what are you fussing about? So there is some truth that needs to be exposed or told to you. This person may wear a mask. I think they're really upset at the fact that you, or maybe this is you, maybe you're a truth teller. Maybe you're a truth teller that doesn't conform to society's usual, MO. And maybe you've chosen not to go the distance with certain people, particularly in the new life that you're living. You're living the life. Let me let the dog out. I swear he just doesn't like the UPS man. I feel like you're living the life of your dreams right now. I'm talking to somebody very specific. So if you're not living the life of your dreams or not really close to it, I don't want to hear about it in the comments, okay? Everybody's on a different journey and everybody's in a different timeline and we're all in different spaces. And if you're no closer to your goal, if you're no closer to the life that you desire, if you can't feel it, see it, taste it, it's like this close, maybe you need to stop watching tarot for a little bit. I'm just saying. Because there is a thing of tarot overload, or people just go ham watching tarot because you got to have all the answers. Sometimes you need to pull back, If it, lessens my viewership, that's okay. Because I do believe that there are sometimes you just need to take a break. And I'm not saying, if you got to take a break from me and my shit doesn't resonate with you anymore, I totally get it because I do that with readers all the time. But I feel like collectively, if you've been, following me for any length of time, I'm trying to encourage you to do better, right? Don't be stuck. Don't be stuck like these crazy people, like this crazy person that keeps throwing magic at you. But if you're in a place and you're kind of like down bad and you're struggling, get off of YouTube and start working on your life, okay? Because watching tarot reading after tarot reading ain't going to get you any closer to the goal. Tarot is a tool, and I'm a guide. I'm just here to guide you through the energy. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. I, give some strong suggestions that could help you. Because I'm like, hey, I've been in a hole. I fought hard to get out of it to get me where I am. I can kind of guide you through it. But if you're not willing to do the work and you're not any further ahead, that's not a me thing. That's a you thing. Okay? I love the fact that I feel like this is collective energy. I feel like if you are the truth teller, I do feel like the life that you're living in terms of, going against society's expectations. Oh, I love it. When you decided to stop aligning with societal and social expectations, fate's blessed. You started receiving blessings from the universe. The moment you stop pushing forward with an agenda that was not your own. Yes, you stop moving towards things that were no longer in alignment with you so that you choose a new life. Yes, and by choosing a new life, you start to feel abundant and happy because milk and honey is my 10 of cups card, because that's the life that you were living. That's the life that you imagine. You imagine a life of milk and honey. Well, in order to have that milk and honey, you gotta stop doing something or engaging with something that goes against what you really want. And it quite possibly required you also to part ways with people who you would have deemed as soulmates. Remember, soulmates aren't always romantic. But it did require you, if you wanted a new life, you had to walk away from a soulmate that was not in alignment with you. Not for you. And it required you. Yeah, this is interesting. Yeah. And it may have also required you to accept the fact that, like, people come into your life for a season or a reason. And just because you're born into a family doesn't necessarily make that family your people. Same thing with a group of friends. I usually tell people, because for a while, I mean, my subscribers base has changed a lot over the course of the last several years. Originally, a good portion of my clients were like in their mid 20s, like 25. And my demographic was like 25 to 35 for a really long time. And so I was having to explain to that group of people, because when you're a little bit older and you've lived a little bit, you've experienced more things. But I had to explain to that group of people, like, especially those who are coming, getting ready to go through their Saturn return. Saturn returns like between 27 and 30. When your life kind of goes haywire, when you're ripped from the last bits and remnants of your adolescence and hurled into your adulthood without a parachute. A lot of people were coming to me with concerns about their friend groups and, people that they had always been friends with or had always been close with. And all of a sudden people start tripping and acting weird and they didn't know how to handle it. And they didn't know what to do with it. And the way that I look at friends, like school friends, the way that I look at those relationships is like, we make these friends in school in order to survive school. Like, nobody wants to be in school and not have any kind of camaraderie or friends or some allies, right? But as you get older, when you get out of school and you're no longer having to rely on those people to kind of like keep you protected and cocooned, when you're out in the real world and you become an adult and you start getting older, you realize that the people that you may have associated with and called them your friends, you don't really have a whole lot in common. Or they're not, or one or both or all. Everybody starts to evolve and grow into the people that they're destined to be. And sometimes, those folks ain't in alignment with you. And you have to know, like I always use the Gamblers lyrics, know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, and know when to run. Like, at some point you got to understand, like, the relationships that you value and the folks that you really, that really show up for you versus the people who are kind of like, fair weather friends and they're not really there for you. And You can never really rely on them. You got to let those people go. And one of those people quite possibly was a soulmate. And the upside of it, because I know a lot of people, they feel some kind of way about letting go of like certain long-term relationships or whatever, you know, especially within, you know, a community or a family setting or something like that. But when you remove certain people or situations from your life, what you're really doing is making room for things that actually belong there. So don't feel any kind of, I mean, yeah, you can, you know, wish them well and send them off with love, but make room for the things that are supposed to be a part of your life and not feel some kind of way when you have to let these people go. Okay. All right. Let's do a pass with the Kipper. Now, the very first card that jumped out of the deck, and it jumped out kind of quickly, was the Gift in reverse. So we see it's out. Now, I'm using a different deck, but the other card, I have this other card down here, was the Gift, and it was in the reverse. So a gift that's in there with coffin. False person. Main male. Expectation. So does somebody have an expectation of receiving something upon someone's death? Privileged lady in the reverse with gift in the reverse. Distant horizon. Courtship. Child. Message of concern. Ooh, high honor. Adjudication. Message again in the reverse. Despair. Ooh. Main female. Unexpected income in the reverse. At the bottom of the deck, I have unexpected income in the reverse, sudden wealth in the upright, house in the reverse. Pathway and occupation. Okay. So, what this looks like. Whoever this privileged lady is, she's distorted. She's in the reverse, right? And I do believe she's losing her privilege because she's just directly below the gift in the reverse. Whoever this privileged lady is, I think she's somebody that is like generally had been well respected. Somebody that folks give praise to or whatnot. Now, if this privileged lady, now I did have the wealthy man down here, but he was at the bottom of the deck. I'm not going to pull more cards on this side, but this kind of looks like there is a message here. I'm going to tell you, there is a message here you didn't receive. There was a message of concern. I feel like this male had an expectation that the message would come to you. You never received it if you're the child. You never received it. This man could have also been dealing with this false person. I kind of feel like, now it's interesting because I talked about it a couple of readings ago where I was like, there was a man. So like there was a woman who married a man. She married him for money, resources, or whatever, right? For the house. But the mature man was the man she was married to. And I guess he either had an inkling that she was cheating or whatever, or knew about it. So he may have gone to the courts and made some changes to his will so that his assets would not roll over to her as his spouse. It would roll over to someone else. I kind of feel like this woman had some kind of expectation that the man would die, right? Because when the cards are in the reverse, I also like to know, like, I like to look at it like what would have to happen in order for them to flip and be in the upright. So I kind of get the impression that this woman, like, if this man had passed or whatever, I don't feel like she was upset about it. I don't feel like she was upset about it. I even see where there's an energy here of this looks like somebody trying to, like, if somebody were trying to make you appear to be a false person, soon it will be shown or seen or revealed that that narrative was not you. And if something had been done in the courts, it's going to be revealed very, very soon. Oh, yes. So there were other people who knew about it. And there has been something, there's sudden wealth, community courthouse sudden wealth from gained from this relationship. At the conclusion of someone's life. Yeah. So she had an expectation. Oh, look at that. This talks about intuition, but it's in the reverse. So lack thereof. Yeah. Oh, subconscious intuition, fame and recognition. So she may be getting some negative press for being a thief of sudden wealth that was gained through a relationship. So it's kind of like the success that she may have, like, say this woman had been, living a good life or whatever, financially speaking. Now this is interesting. I hadn't considered this before. Have you done, if you are the child in this situation, if you are the child in this situation, I feel like you have actualized some level of success for yourself since you distance yourself from this person. Like, even though, follow me here, even though they may have done something illegally here to obtain this sudden wealth that may have been meant for you, because it's a gift, the gift in the other deck is called inheritance. It's kind of like you still succeeded despite the fact that this person, like, figured out a way to withhold this money from you. Does that make sense? And if that ain't you, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to those who've actually been able to dig themselves out of a hole to succeed despite them not having access to these resources. Because I do believe these resources would have allowed somebody to, like, really take off and blossom and go on their path and go on, go live their life or whatever. But I feel like you've somehow managed to thrive regardless on your own without these resources. Yeah. Now, I talked about it before in the lower layers, like somebody's been watching you like kind of do your thing, and they're pissed off because everything that they've been trying to project at you hasn't actually worked. They may have received some kind of message or notification, or this just from their view, that you're getting some lucky breaks or lucky streaks, or you're having some, like there's a string of lucky things that have been happening to you. Because this card talks about good luck, and it's in the upright. Good fortune, good luck. And so soon, very soon, whatever this person's been doing in the background, if they've been hiding it, and because I get the impression that whoever this privileged lady is, she likes the accolades. She likes to appear as, somebody who's like, I don't know. She likes the attention. She likes the praise and attention, especially from a community of other people. The pendulum swings both ways. I'm just going to say it again. The pendulum swings both ways. The pendulum swings both ways. And whatever this person has been doing, they've been doing it over and over again. And this is interesting because we have this good luck and this good fortune, and just below it is unexpected income in the reverse. So maybe the concern is that if this unexpected income is coming out of this unexpected income in the reverse, means there's going to be some unexpected loss. So maybe she got a message that she was about to get hit with a loss of some type of resource. And there's an expectation. And there's an expectation here that they may be imprisoned for blocking you from something that belonged to you. Well, damn. Okay. All right. I'm going to grab some index cards. All right. Bottom of the deck, as I picked it up, says stepfather. So stepfather could be significant. Someone could be suffering from bad health. The close of one chapter and the onset of another. There's a whole new cycle starting. Someone is greedy, selfish, and entitled. The month of January could be of significance. Could be dealing with a Capricorn or an Aquarius. Somebody uses cruelty masked as tough love. Someone's afraid of getting caught. Up to 4 other people involved. Your spirit guides and ancestors have you covered, so you're well protected. Someone left you for dead. Your family, you may have family friends that are also involved. You have a distorted feminine trying to alienate and isolate you. Someone is unfaithful and non-committal. Somebody is angered by the fact that you walked away. There is a family dynamic out here. We have a stepchild. You could be a stepchild. Somebody does things with an expectation of getting something in return. Someone's experiencing their spiritual awakening. There's a new love or new person or cycle ahead. Somebody needs a lawyer. Somebody uses money, power, and sex for influence. Illegal activities. Somebody's involved in illegal activities. Somebody says you don't deserve it. They're jealous of your life. Baby, I know for a fact. I was just emailing a friend about this last night. I felt the evil eye when I posted pictures about my cruise. When I posted pictures that my husband and I had gone to a concert. I feel it when I post pictures about me and my friends going out for happy hour. I definitely felt it when I posted a picture of the car. Fuck you, haters. I work hard for what I have. My husband works hard to take care of me and our family. So if you don't like my life, tough shit. Children are involved, yours or theirs. Stepsister. You could be a stepsister or your stepsister is involved. Whatever love was left is now gone. That's a fact. Somebody's home life is in turmoil. Family. So this is a family dynamic. This is family. Your family's whack. My family is whack. Illness is part of their karma. And the month of November may be of significance. Could be dealing with a Scorpio or a Sagittarius. The bottom of the deck. Somebody has a sex addiction. And you may be experiencing a positive change in circumstance. We like it. All right, let's grab some truth cards. People are really crazy, though, I will say. I don't give a damn. I'm protected. I know I'm protected. I'm going to live my life out loud because I don't give a damn what anybody thinks, especially the haters. Thank you for getting my views up. Now, I did notice that Meta has been shadow banning me on Instagram because, child, my numbers on Instagram have dropped significantly. I went from, like, getting, like, 15,000 views on my reels down to, like, less than 1,000. That's cool. I'm okay with it. The people that need to see it will see it. I'm not worried about it because I ain't here chasing after clout or fame. I'm just here spreading the knowledge, right? Somebody wants to reconnect. Alcohol or drugs are involved. Somebody wants your forgiveness. Somebody wants to make things right. We have business, home changes, family influence. I did say family. Somebody wants to video chat. We have undecided, soulmate, considering options. Probable, business, probable, home changes, probable, childish, someone's acting childish. Marriage is in the cards for you. We like that. Legal or contract matters. Winter may be of significance. Autumn may be of significance. Something impactful could happen in the winter or in autumn. Somebody has respect issues. We have a truth teller out here. You could be the truth teller. I did mention that earlier. Someone's not having sex, or they don't want you having sex. And the last card out was wait. Bottom of the deck, wants commitment, no other interests. No other interests, wants commitment, misunderstanding, travel. All right. Let's look at the synchronicities. Immediately, I see 1111, 1515, 555, 155, 1555, 1113. Now, when I call these numbers out, I'm calling them out because they're like catching my attention. 911. 1212. I actually got 1111 out here a couple times. 313, 1313. All right, let's look at the dates. I have January the 1st, January the 3rd, January the 14th, January the 8th, 9th, January 11th. Wait, January 1st, January 3rd, January 4th, January 8th, 9th, January 11th, January 13th, and January 15th. Okay. Then I have March 1st, March 4th, March 9th, March 11th, March 15th. Then I have April 1st, April 3rd, April 7th, April 15th. Then I have May. I have a lot of dates in May. I have May 5th, May 8th, May 7th, May 9th, May 13th, May 11th, May 15th, May 12th, May 7th, July the 3rd, July 4th, July 5th, July 12th, July 15th. I have August the 5th, August the 7th, August the 12th, August 13th, August the 15th, September the 1st, September the 3rd, September the 5th, September the 7th, September the 15th, September 11th, 911. Oh, did I say August 11th? I didn't realize I had an 8 card up here. August 11th and August 1st. Let's see. November the 1st, November the 8th, November the 13th, November the 15th, November the 9th, November 3rd, November 5th. December the 5th, December the 7th, December the 12th, December the 15th. Yeah. All right, let's grab one Chinese 5 elements card before we go. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you're aware of when I upload and go live. I'm going to try to go live like maybe once or twice a week. Whoop. All right. Fire Dog, redefine your boundaries. This card asks that you be consistent yet adaptable with your boundaries, honoring them yet redefining them as you and your external environment evolve. For example, Taoists have used the solar calendar as part of their daily guidance since the ancient times, adapting their rhythms and schedules as seasons change to be in harmony with the sun. Whether you've been too generous with your personal boundaries at the expense of your well-being, or you need to expand your boundaries and step outside of your comfort zone, the Fire Dog appears as a message for you to explore the boundaries you've set. Say no to invitations when you need solitude, but open yourself up to new experiences when you feel blocked by life circumstances. Find a safe space where you can step out effortlessly and retreat as needed. I like that message. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. If any parts of this reading resonated for you, gave you clarity or confirmation over your own situation, give the video a thumbs up so we can circulate into the algorithm. If you would like to book a personal more aligned with your own story, all of my information is below in the description box. I invite you to join me for a session. My books are always open. Thank you so much for all the likes, shares, subscribes, tips, donations, the super thanks. I appreciate every single one of you. And thank you for the donations, because it definitely allows me to keep putting content out here on the channel for you guys. And I love you guys so much for helping me grow the channel and for supporting each other in these comments. Continue to do so, because again, I know some of this shit sounds really crazy, and I know we sound sometimes a little bit crazy when we try to explain it to other people, which is why I tell folks, don't do that. You can't share these stories with everybody, and you gotta know the proper space and time when you can talk about this stuff, because you can't talk about it with everybody, because there will be some people that will definitely want to put your ass in a straitjacket. No shit. So I don't talk about this stuff to other people. I just keep it to myself. I know the truth. I'm not gaslighting my own intuition. I know what's going on. I don't need to see physical proof of it, because I know what I know, just like you know what you know. All right. I love you guys. Until next time, I will see you later. All right. Maybe tomorrow. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. I love you. Bye.